GC here, and we're back for comics time. Superman American Alien #2. We have a new artist on, and it's the guy that I haven't read in a long time, Tommy Lee Edwards. Pretty good stuff here. He's a teenage kid, and he's dealing with things that he can deal with his powers, but it seems like he shouldn't, because he pretty much owns all those thugs. And it's a pretty interesting perspective to see how he grew up, in a sense. I feel like, from what I know of Superman, from the movies or what have you, other comics that I've read, this is an interesting time. I mean, the last issue, the whole flying, I'm scared, take care of me, is done. That's been done before, have seen it before. But here, where his powers are so dangerous that he took off a dude's hands. Both his arms were gone. And he almost killed other people. And for him to be coming to terms with that is a very interesting perspective. And I really dug this issue. And the art change is interesting as well. And just to sort of bring up the roughness of this age in his life, and the people and the action here was pretty awesome. So definitely check it out if you haven't. If you were put off by issue 1, definitely check out this one, because it is a really growing up. So I can't wait for the next issue. It's Joelle Jones, so I love her art, so I can't wait to see what she's got in store. And Landis, good job, dude. So from Under Mountains #3, yes, I know I dropped it technically. #2 was just, I don't know what was happening, but this time around the writing was a lot more clear-cut, the art was a lot better in a sense, and the storytelling was just better in the sense where I could follow what was happening, and I sort of was curious as to why he's here, what happened to him, and all that stuff. So maybe I will pick up #4, or maybe I will pick up #4, so check back if you have wonder what happened from Under Mountains. This issue came back for me, so good stuff for that. I Hate Fairyland #3. Okay, he did it again. You killed the narrator that was going to tell the story, and clearly there's a lot of things happening. The people hate her, and now they have this new kid in town, and it's just like brutal. The brutality and the blood, gore, all that stuff behind this backdrop of just purity and childrenness is really great. The cover is great. The last shot of her was great. I do wonder what's going to happen to her. She grows up a huge-ass beard, so that's pretty hilarious. So overall, I really enjoy this series. Can't wait to see the next issue. Invincible 126, part 3 of 3 of the reboot. So now there's a fight happening, or the fight's over, actually. So a lot of just getting used to what happened, and then all of a sudden, he's gone back home to his own time. And it's nuts, because a lot of things seem to have happened. He definitely felt like different time. These aliens totally screwed up his life. And now with Tarr grown up, it's going to be an interesting step forward. And I seriously freaked out when I saw this. I was thinking, 126, what happened to the rest of the issues? I haven't been getting them. Have I been dropped, or did I not pick it up? What have you? But lo and behold, the next issue comes out in April. It's a long time coming. So I cannot wait for 127 and to see where things are. He totally changed the status quo with the whole getting used to the family stuff, and now this Tarr aged a lot more. Mark totally skipped out on her children age. Now she's a preteen, or it looks like it, probably 7, 8 or whatever. That's a huge jump in time. So anyway, cannot wait for April. Tokyo Ghost #4. We have some interesting things happening here. We have a crazy fight scene, more character motivations and just character growth. We see more of his past and what he did, and some pretty epic backstabbing. And I wonder where it's going to go now with him up again. And it seems to me that Dewey trauma is back now, and it's going to be interesting to see how she's going to bring him back, or is she going to bring him back? That's a really big sort of pothole for this story, in the sense where they were going in the right direction, and now he totally has taken like 10 steps back with his character development. Or maybe he learned something new and he's gonna fight this drug or what have you. But anyway, I cannot wait for the next issue. Batgirl 46, I swear this guy, Lafuente, really does great covers. What's his face? David Lafuente. Lafuente? I really love the cover. I sort of wish that he drew the entire comic. I mean, I wouldn't mind, I guess, artists now and sometime, because, I mean, I'm sort of not really digging Babs Tarr art anymore. I mean, it's good and bad. Sometimes it's good, but it just feels overtly feminine. And I don't know, I mean, it is Batgirl, so maybe it's just my fault to expect it to look more masculine. I'm not talking about, like, sexual appeal or just curves should be more outwards or what have you, not that stuff, but, like, this sort of cleanliness and sharpness I really enjoy. And the face character models differ a lot more, because I feel that with her art, in terms of just the faces, it really feels similar, and basically it's just hairstyle or hair color or clothes, but the general sort of look is the same. Because I guess sort of reminds of J. Scott Campbell in a sense, where all his chicks look the same, and I feel that Bob's Tarr sort of going that direction. And anyway, back to the actual story. So we got spoiler, and I totally didn't give a crap about her. I'm sorry. I liked her when she was Batgirl, but this writing here was just, I didn't really care for it. Maybe it is the writing that's really not the thing that I'm digging, and it seems like now she's in trouble with the gang, or the thing that she's trying to help out with. The old woman's like blaming her, and she's like all shocked and all that stuff. So I'm still coming to terms with the whole mature Barbara Gordon when she was Oracle, and now this college, I don't give a crap, I'm very young, and I don't know, I don't know, maybe it is time to let go. I feel like DC, I let go of Black Canary. The story wasn't really going anywhere, and the art was just sort of getting stale in a sense, and I feel like Batgirl is going in that direction, so that's unfortunate. But I probably will be back for the next issue. The Autumnlands number 8, great stuff, great art, really loving where the story is going. We get this sort of new civilization, these high-tech guys, and he gets clothes, and they get food, and then now they're meeting more people that are outside of this wizard world, and I'm really digging it. These goat guys who don't like wizards, and now they're tumbling in, and we got some sheep that need saving. So all in all, I really enjoyed this issue and cannot wait for the next one. Klaus number 2, great art, relatively cool story. I mean, he gives off all these toys, and the king prince is trying to figure out how to take that back, and I don't know, it doesn't really feel like a Grant Morrison story, because it feels so typical in the sense where if you had a Santa Claus origin, this is sort of the thing that he would do. But I mean, I'm really digging the art, so I'm definitely going to stick around for a long time. I mean, even if the story is weak in the sense where I feel like Morrison could be writing something much more intense and crazy. And plus, it's 2 of 6, so I'm probably staying for the rest of it. I'm not going to leave, because that's just dumb. I wouldn't have a complete storyline. Anyway, Klaus number 2, I guess I could wait. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the art, so I'm here for the art for sure, but I'm not going to be, oh my goodness, Klaus number 3. I'll be like, oh, Klaus number 3, I'll read it, sort of vibe. Aspire number 5, more detective work happening, and now there's wars in the background, sort of sending out peace embassy sort of thing, and she has to protect her lover. And there's also a great thing about just the art. I really enjoy it at times. It feels kind of iffy at times, but I really love the paneling. It reminds me of Southern Cross, where there's one page where they really do these awesome one huge spread. And this one's relatively story contextualized, because I mean, there was one time where it was going down a tower, and then it was just interesting, but this time it's just like one huge spread, and they're having this discussion about who's murdering everybody. And then, yeah, this ending is going to be interesting to see where that embassy thing's going to go. All in all, it's a Boom Studio book, and it's pricey in a sense, and I'm not saying that it's worth the price for a $4 book, because I mean, if it was at Image, I feel like this would have been a $3 book. But I mean, Jeff Stokely art, I'm here for that. And the storyline, I mean, I want to see who did what, and just to learn more about the world, because it's interesting, like I said, in terms of some shots, but some panels, it's very cartoony in a sense, and very like innocent looking, and just not in line with what's happening with the story, so it's sort of a break. But then at times, there's some of the expressions are really not detailed and very, I don't know the word, simple. I don't know. I enjoy the simpleness in a sense, I guess. But anyway, next issue. Sure, just like with Klaus, I'm not like, yeah, Spire! It's just next issue. Thanks. Up next is Sender number 8. interesting turn of events in the sense where now we are following Andy, the kid that Tim 21 was supposed to protect. We have some background information, flashback, really fleshed his character out. Also fleshed out the need for Tim 21s, so that was interesting. And then we also had the dogfight of this world going this haunted planet, and it looks pretty good. I feel the art this time around really was great in the sense where the flashback scenes were in black and white, and it really lends itself to the storytelling. And yeah, I cannot wait for the next issue because I'm very interested in see how Andy's gonna reunite with Tim 21, or why is he doing this, or is there a bigger conspiracy and all that with the whole world shaking monsters, robots, what have you. But yeah, can't wait for the next issue. The goddamn number 2, Before the Flood. I feel like we have been away for a while. At first I was sort of confused at who this guy is, and I guess it is Noah, if I remember correctly. That the guy that has an iron axe. And then we go back to Kane, and he has these weird bandit people, and it just looks pretty intense. But the art is great, and storyline is compelling, and I cannot wait for the next issue, because I really wonder when Noah and Kane's going to meet up, because that's going to be interesting for sure. Lastly, we have Weirdworld number 1, the new one that comes out of Secret Wars. And definitely it is different now. We have this Becca girl instead of that dude. I forgot his name. But he's in the background. But I feel like it's going to be this Becca girl as the main character. Especially now that I noticed that there are finger painting on the hand. And I'm assuming that's Becca. Especially the fact that she has this bracelet with Avengers on it. So it's clearly she's from Earth. Kind of bummed out in that. But I guess it's okay. I'm totally fine with learning more about this world. I hope that dude comes back because he's pretty awesome. But anyway, that is it, and I cannot wait for the next issue. And there you have it. That is this week's Comics Time. I hope you enjoyed what you bought because it's your money. So if you have anything else to say, good, bad, advice, what have you, recommendations, leave it down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And that is it for this week's Comics Time. Out!